Welcome guys to this video. This is Automation Gizmo, and in this tutorial we're going to learn how to use the S7 communication protocol called GET. In the earlier video we did put, which is sending data, but now we're going to be in GET. Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at GET. We've already set up communication using PLC Sim Advanced, which will help me simulate my PLC communication. And this is the first PLC IP is 192.168.0.10. The second PLC is 192.168.0.15. So in this current video, I've also created two PLCs here, 1511 and a 1513. While I've created two data block here, this which is the data block for with an array 1 to 50. And also in my second PLC, I also created an array also 1 to 50, right? So I'm gonna jump into this also. So I want to bring in get. Okay, it's gonna create a DB also. Bring in get. So in get, it also works on the rising edge, so I want to use the clock cycle bits, which is M0.5, and then the ID here, the same blue button where you're going to use to configure the S7 communication. So now I think I explained in my earlier video that use unspecified. If you don't know the PLC, they are in two different projects, so use unspecified PLC. But if they're in the same project, you just select the PLC. So, but now these, I have the two PLC in the same project. So I will just select PLC2 and it just brings in the connection, the IPs and everything. Already, if you check your devices and networks, they're already linked with a Profinet link connection. So they're already linked. And then also the S7 communication is created automatically for you. So you don't need to bother yourself about coming to create a connection locally. If you do this correctly, it will create a connection for you. Now also we're going to be getting from PLC2. So now address 1, it says remote. So this is the address of the remote PLC from where you want to get data from. And in this case, we want to get from PLC2 DB3, data block 3. We want to get data from data block 3 into PLC1. So the syntax is p hash. P stands for pointer. So this is p hash db3.dbx. And to get data from starting from 2.0 bytes 40. So I want to get data from 2.0. So this is db3. So from 2.0. Oh, okay, I can't get to. So let's use 4.0 with 40. So because it's real, not integer. So 4.0 byte 40. So this is 4.0. So from here, byte 40, 40 downwards, calculating your bytes also. Now, read. Where do I want to store this data? I want to store this data in DB1, in PLC1. I want to receive this data. The data I'm receiving from PLC2, I want the data to appear in DB1. In DB1. The syntax also is p hash db1 not dbx 4.0 bytes byte 40. So I want to receive this data in starting from 4.0 PLC1. Yeah, 4.0 byte 40. Yes. And then also I also want to I created done bits, error bits, and status bits. So I'll just put them here. Done, error, and status. Okay. And then also I like to hold the current status information on the rising edge of error. So anytime error goes up, I want to move what is in status and put it in MW200, such that anytime I have an error, it will move value in status and save it here until the next error, and then it overwrites. So with this, I'll be able to hold my error, save my error. So this is all you just need to configure for get. Yes. On the rising edge always, the ID, which is created here, automatically it is 100. Connection ID, then this is your remote ADD arrow one the underscore one is read data from a remote CPU. So this is read where you're reading from the remote CPU, and arrow D1 is the local CPU where you want the data to pair. So with these, I can download to the device, can download and monitor. So I'd have an error. So I'll head over to PLC2. Since I'm getting from PLC2, I'll head over to PLC2 and put some values. Remember I said from 4.0. So I'll start from 4.0, 0.25. Oh, this is 4.0. This is 4.0. Start from 33.25. 0.12347. Let's put random numbers. Remember it's by 40. Yeah, so I'll head over to PLC1 and also monitor and see if I get those values. So yeah, I get the values. So this is byte 40, byte 40. So I get the values. This is byte 40, so it's going to end here. Column is 3, 78.39. Okay, yeah, this is byte 40, so it ends here. So I get the values here. So all these ones, it's more than byte 40, so that's taken back to 0. Okay, so in this, you can see that we're receiving data from PLC2 and we are storing it we're getting it in PLC1. So get is the opposite of put. So with get, you can receive data from a PLC to your PLC. With put, you can send data from your PLC to another PLC. So one other thing we also need to note is in for S7 communication put and get for 1200 PLCs, S7 1200 PLCs, you cannot transfer more than 160 bytes at once. So if I want to transfer more than 160 bytes, I will have to have more than one get block. Say if I want to transfer 320 bytes, I'm going to have two get block. The ID will remain the same, but the starting address here and the receiving address will change. So if the first one is 0 bytes p hash db3.dbx 0.0 byte 160, the next one is going to be p hash db3.dbx 160.0 byte 160. So just like that, if you have multiple, you have multiple get block. So for 1500 PLC S7 1500, which is the one we have, we can transfer 880 bytes at once. So you're able to transfer 880 bytes at once. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.